Can you say more about the Declaration of Freedom? Because I noticed the difficulty to have this declaration, to say it. I find myself sometimes, or maybe it's clear from where it's coming, this, but I find myself saying, how dare you declare that you really think that you are free?
What was interesting about what you said about the response to saying I am free, right? In Big Mind, that's a particular voice, right? The voice of freedom or the voice of enlightenment or whatever voice, it could be any number of voices. There's a fair chance that that voice is in shadow. And again, this is where the power of the Big Mind process is quite amazing in bringing an individual to the place where they can allow that voice to speak. Because of course it's going to bring up all sorts of other voices, right? The voice says, "Oh, you're a narcissist," or "Oh, how dare you say this?"
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
But this is a voice, right? The voice of the narcissist is another voice. Now, if the voice of the narcissist is in shadow, it's going to trip you up, right? So I'm talking now about the development using Big Mind in the context of supporting your desire to declare you are free.
Also, your good parts can be hidden in the shadow.
Oh yeah.
Not only the bad stuff. And I was not, because I know it's such a good thing to say this Declaration of Freedom. I was not looking there, and I was like, actually, yeah, it's there. This is why I have such difficulty to say it.
It's also interesting that you say that it's there, right? When you say it's there. At least now it's an object in awareness, and then you can speak from that voice. And one thing that the voice of freedom would say is that, well, I'm free. And what are you free from? I'm free from attachment. I'm free from time. I'm free from the world. I'm free from timelessness even. So it's a huge, powerful voice. And when it's in shadow, it's going to manifest in all sorts of nasty ways. So then let's say someone's listening to this conversation, right? And they see these two crazy guys having this conversation about I can just say I'm enlightened, that's it, okay? This is the first day of my awakened life. Now, half of them may think we're crazy and hang up, but the other half now have a different choice. We just created a different option in that sentient awareness, and that sentient awareness is to figure out, what are we talking about? Are we crazy? And then is it possible for me to make the same choice that they did? See, so we just created two ways to joy, the long way or the short way.
Those things that you like and before were holding you as a victim, and now I still like them, but I don't have this addiction because I'm free.
Now, something else in making the declaration of freedom, this also brings up the shadow of the victim. Right? Because that's a voice, right? The victim is a voice, and its job is to be a victim. And it's always going to be a victim. It's never not going to be a victim, right? We can never fix the victim. We can never fix the part of ourselves that was damaged and is being damaged and is going to be damaged, right? We're always going to, this is part of being human. We're going to be stepped on and abused and swindled. It happens in life, unfortunately. So the victim is the part of the self that has taken and absorbs all this damage for us. So part of making the declaration brings this voice of the victim to the forefront where we can actually see it, right? It's not hidden down in the, in the basement, in the shadow.